What is going on, everybody? Jam-a-lammin'. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Thank you all so much for tuning in today, because we're talking about the ultimate 80s shred guitar licks. Now, if you want tabs for this lesson, you can grab those down below. I tabbed all the licks out for you. If you want to check out my free guitar course, the Fretboard Decoder, and you want to go way more in-depth and kind of like the concepts we're covering here with these licks, I think that one will help you a bunch. I will be doing another video a little bit later on about 80s guitar licks, the kind of the more basic ones, but these are just, these are shreddy. So let's shred. All right, so that first one here, what's going on? It's, first of all, totally ripping off Paul Gilbert. 100% out of his technical difficulty. He picks everything. I'm not picking everything. I'm going to show you, two different ways you can play this. But essentially, I'm just up here. I'm thinking more G major, E minor is how I'm viewing this. Now, what's happening here is that I'm on 20th fret, so I start off by doing, I pick the first note, but I pull off the next two. Okay, so it's 20, pull off 19, pull off 17. Now I go to the B string, and I'm going to pick 20, 19, 17. Now I go back, stay on the B string, but I'm going to pick 20 again, and pull off to 19, pull off 17. So, okay, now that's going to be a very crucial pattern here, so let's run through that a couple times. Now I do that through the rest of the way through, basically just our Ionian shape. And we're going to go 19, 17, and then, what was this, 16? Move up a string, 19, 17, 16 again. Same pattern. So, moving up to the A string, 19, 17, 15. Same thing on the load. Sorry, I'm a little bit sloppy Joe. My wrist is not feeling it today. So we're gonna go like this. So that's that lick now, and you can move this, all over the place. Just, you can do it in any scale shape. The pattern is really the bread and butter of the lick. Move it. That's another Ionian one, but maybe do like Dorian. Oh, maybe not. Well, my hand's just not wanting to cooperate today, but you could do that. Lick number 2. This is one of my favorite ones, taken from George Lynch. His, In the Fire solo. The big run up he does. And also kind of taken from Paul Gilbert again. I think that maybe Paul is actually who I learned it from. But anyway, so we're rocking like this now. So it's all A minor. We're going to go similar, kind of picking and legato. We're going to go 5, 6, 8 on the B string. So I pick those. Now on the high string, I'm going to pick 5 and hammer on 7, 8. You notice I do this a lot with stuff, and it's just something I got from Eddie Van Halen, is who I'm kind of pulling this concept. Eddie Van Halen, Dimebag Darrell, a lot of those guys did stuff like that. So now I shift up, and I'm going to go 6, 8, 10 on the B, 7, hammer on 8, hammer on 10 on the high string. So just know that my picking is the same on every single one. Shifting up, I'm 8, 10, 12 on both strings now. Okay. Shifting up again, 10, 12, 13 on both strings. This one's really convenient because it's just 12, 13, 15. Okay, so shifting up again, we're going to go 13, 15, 17 on the B and high E. Okay, we got two shapes left. These get a little bit more tricky. We're going to go 15, 17, 18 on the B. And then 15, 17, 19 on the high string. Then we're gonna go, what is this? 17, 18, 20, 17, 19, 20. I've been 20. Now, altogether, slow, that would look like this. And Bob's your uncle. All right, now lick number 3 is kind of an ascending version of lick number 1. It's actually, it basically is different scale, different key, and all that kind of stuff. We're kind of the C major shape now, but I'm viewing it kind of A minor is how I'm seeing this. So we start out in, again, Ionian, just like the other one, but we transition into a more like Dorian shape. It's all still A minor. Don't worry about the shape names. But I start off by going 8, hammer on 10, hammer on 12 on the low string. Now I go to the A string, and I'm going to pick 8, 10, 12. Then I go 8, hammer on 10, 12. Okay, so moving down, I'm going to go 9, 10, 12 on the D. 9, 10, 12 on the G. 10, 12, 13 on the B. Okay, so let's go that apart again. All strict alternate picking, just down. Now here's where I shift up. I'm going to go 12, 13, 15. 12, 13, 15. Now, you could bend if you want. I know I'm ending a lot of these while I'm bending. But you could, you know, end on an A note anywhere. Be super 80s, grab that whammy bar. But so that's that lick. So all together slow. Now up to speed. I should add, I'm adding palm muting in here on a lot of these, like licks like this. I like because it gives you a more dynamic sound. It feels like it's really building at that point. Versus if it was all open. You know, I think it has the same effects. Adding that palm muting in there just adds a lot of flavor to it. Now, where would we be without this lick? This is used so much in the 80s. It's just a sweet lick, you know. It's I got it from Zakk Wylde, but it's, you know, I guess it's kind of like a Randy Rhoads thing, Kirk Hammett, you know, so many guys, Jimmy Page, they all did licks like this. And essentially we're outlining chords here. So you can do it as many times as you want. I'm just going to do each one twice for this example. But I'm going to go 15, pull off the 12 on the high string, and then 13 on the B. That's essentially outlining a C major chord. So I guess I'm doing each one 4 times. Now I simply take this shape and move up 2 frets. Now I'm outlining a D major. So 17, 14, 15. Okay. Shifting up again. I'm going to go 17 to 15. I'm sorry, 19 to 15. And then 17 on the B. And all I do is, and that's an E minor, and I shift up here, and I'm going to get 20 to 15, 17. And that is kind of like a C major there again. So we have C major, D major, E minor, C major. I'm just ending on an E note. Or I guess you could end on a C if you wanted to. You can keep going. Yeah, however you want to go with it. But that one's pretty basic for picking. I'm just going up, down, up, down, up, down the whole time. What would the diminished thing? You know, there you go. If you want to go all Ingve. Now the final one here is maybe not like what you're initially typically thinking of an 80s shred lick, but I heard so many players do this, George Lynch, Vito Bratta, where they play the scale like this. And it even comes from an Eric Johnson kind of thing. You know, when Eric Johnson does this kind of stuff, you know, all those little runs he's doing. This is very similar to it, but I'm not skipping strings like he is. George Lynch has it. Well, I can't remember. I think it's in... Yeah, he does it here. Something like that. And again, like I said, Vito Bratta's. So I'm basically going through the scale diagonally. Sorry, I'm like stuttering and getting off track. So sorry. So basically it's this. And it starts out, these are just like suspended chords, like a sus2. I believe. Yep, sus2. And I'm playing 12 on the low E string, 14 on the A, and then 16 on the D. Now, picking, I go down, down, up on these. I simply move down a string, keep everything the same. I'm doing an A sus2 here. Okay? So 12 on the A, 14 on the D, and then 16 on the G. Now, here I essentially transition, and I'm just doing power chords at this point, really. I'm going to go 14, 16, 17. So again, that's just another E. It's like an E5 at this point. I guess if you wanted to get that sus2 in there, you could. Then it really starts sounding like Eric Johnson. Then I shift up again, and now this is simply just doing a B5. So I'm going to go 14 on the G, 15 on the B, 17 on the high string, and end on an E note. Might have ended on that one in the tabs. Doesn't really matter. Whatever E you want. But this is actually very similar to a lick that I do that I get a lot of questions about. It's in one of my songs, one of my originals, and it goes like this. My version's a little more complex. This is kind of like a stripped down version, but mine goes like this. And it's based off, kind of the same idea. Alrighty, homies, that is going to be it. So, hope you enjoyed the ultimate 80s shred licks of Doom. Maybe I'll add that to the title, of Doom, right? So, until next time, get the tabs, check out the fretboard decoder, and I don't know when this video is going out, but whenever it does, I'll be seeing you with the next one. You can put that check in the bank, cash it. Alright, I'm going to end this now because I'm losing my train of thought. Bye, guys.